Hey guys, welcome back. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you the brand new Becca powder. This is called the Hydra Mist Set and Refresh Setting Powder. It is made out of 50% water, which is exciting because I have dry skin, and that is the main reason why I want to test it out, see if it works with my dry skin, see if it looks good on it, and I'm going to be testing it out throughout the day. So right now, all I have on my under eyes is my primer. I have a little bit because I don't really get that close to it with the Hangover RX, and then I also have my concealer, which is the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this one. I'm just gonna blend out my concealer a little bit more. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on, and I haven't opened it. Like, I opened the box. Like I said, this is what it says: an ultra translucent refreshing powder that does on like a mist and sets makeup to help extend wear. This weightless powder sets, perfects, and refreshes makeup for a silky smooth and visible finish. Formulated with 50% water, this powder makes skin look awakened and refreshed upon application. Apply throughout the day and refresh and rejuvenate makeup. Ideal for all skin tones. You can see the powder right there. And then it does have the Becca logo on top, and then it has the little sticker on there. Okay, so the way that you open it, it has a little cap on it. Okay, that stays there, and then let me take out the little paper. There's a little sticker in there. And it has a little net, a little mesh. Oh, I already touched it. It feels cooling. Okay, so let me put this on. I'm gonna use a beauty blender with it. It actually doesn't say on here how you can use it. At least I don't see it on the box. So I'm just gonna use it how I normally use setting powder on my under eyes. Or actually, you know what? I'm gonna use it with the brush, because if it says that it is a Hydra Mist, I wanna feel it. I wanna see how it feels on my under eyes without the beauty blender, because the beauty blender is wet. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this. Let me see. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. You just have to push it down. Well, I kind of shook it, but you just have to push down the net that it has. Let me show you a little closer. So it has this net, and you just, oh geez. Okay, so you just push it down to get the product. It feels really weird. It got all over my finger. It feels wet. That's pretty cool. So I'm just gonna push it in there. And pack it on. It feels wet. Like, that is a weird feeling from a powder. It feels cold. It feels nice though, but I mean, you know how sometimes, you know how whenever you use a mist for eyeshadows and then you apply it on your eye and it feels a little wet? That's how this feels. I'm gonna go ahead and set my nose too. It is such a weird feeling, but I feel like it's kind of setting it at the same time already. It won't move around, like it won't blend out. I mean, it's translucent so you can't see it, but I don't know how it's, if I were to set my whole face, like would it still let me smoothly blend like my blush and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply it just a little bit closer to my cheek area, so that way I can see how the blush applies on top of it. Okay, so it doesn't really look like it's on me, and it doesn't stay on. Like translucent loose powders, you can usually see them, especially if you use them for baking. This one you can't see it at all. It's like already set pretty much. So I am going to finish off the eyes, and then I'll come right back. I'm not gonna set my face with any other powder yet. I am just gonna do my lower lash line, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I did use my blush and my bronzer. It doesn't really slide around easily because I don't have anything setting that area, but I don't want to get close with the loose powder on there. So I am going to set down here with the loose powder. I just didn't want to get too close to up here just because I have the Hydra Mist one. So there we go. So let me show you the way that it looks right now. It looks really smooth. I feel like the powder is not even there anymore. It did feel really cooling. It doesn't feel as cooling anymore, but it still feels a little bit different. Like, it doesn't feel dry or like there's something underneath. It just feels kind of cooling and kind of not there in a way, like if I didn't set my concealer at all. But the way that it looks is good. Like, it looks like it's set and it's not like cakey or like dry or anything like that. Now it's 9:46. There we go. I'm about to run out the door because I have to go to work right now and I don't want to be late. But I am going to check back in after work. I'm going to wear it throughout the day, see how it works out. Like I said, I have dry skin, so we'll see the way that it looks later. I will see you guys in a bit. Also, what I forgot to apply actually was my highlight. And I'm just going to apply it up here with my finger. This is the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek Pearlized. That's the name of it, and I'm just applying it right here with my finger. I did apply a little bit of the powder right here, but yeah, looks good. It doesn't look like it's like not letting me apply it, but of course this is like a Super Shock, so it's not like it's not a powdery highlighter, so there's that. But yeah, it does look really nice. I blended it out with my fingers, so I mean, I don't use a brush with these. Hey guys, so I am back, and I am back from work actually. It's 7:21 right now. 7:21 right there, and I've been wearing it since about 9ish, I would say, like 9, yeah, about 9. And then so from 9 to 7:20, that's how long I've been wearing it. Now, the only place that I don't have anything is where I have the marks where I had my glasses. If you hear a little bit of a noise, that's my dog is playing with the bone. Okay, so it doesn't look exactly the same. Like, it doesn't to me look flawless. It has been a few hours, but it doesn't look, you know, it doesn't look like the way that it did whenever I first applied it. So here is a close-up. Right here is where I had my glasses. So this is the way that it looks. I mean, it doesn't look bad. It just doesn't look the same as when I first applied it. But keep in mind that it does say it's a powder that you can use to retouch. It is a powder that you can reapply throughout the day to keep your makeup looking fresh. The way that it feels, I actually have an idea on how it feels. It feels exactly the same as if you were baking with a wet beauty blender. So if it wasn't like just damp, this is the one that I used this morning. If it wasn't just damp, usually my beauty blender is just damp, but if it was wet and you picked up powder and then you applied it, that is exactly what the powder feels like alone. Even just by touching it with your fingers, that's exactly what it feels like. And it feels like it sets right away. Like, you apply it and it's there. It's not like, at least I didn't do that, or I didn't feel like I could do that, was apply it, you know, and then dust it off. It doesn't feel like that at all. It feels like once you apply it, it stays on that spot. And so yeah, I mean, overall I like it. It's just not a baking powder or anything like that. So if you think that that's what it is, it's not. It's super fine. And whenever it like it flew from the cap whenever I opened it the first time, if you touch it even with your fingers, like, it feels wet. It feels like a wet, like a mist. It actually does feel like a mist. So if you ever have a chance to swatch it or to feel it at Sephora, do it, so that way you can get the idea of what I'm talking about. I don't think I'd use it all over my face. It's mainly for my under eye area. It doesn't look exactly the same as it did in the morning, but it doesn't look bad. Like, it is something that I could wear. It's not something to me that's like, I must get it again if I run out. Yeah, I don't think it's like a must have, like, oh my gosh, you know, you need it in your life. It is super great. Like, no, it looks, if you already have a setting powder that you love, if you already have a setting powder that you love, then, I mean, there's no need for getting this powder. It is cool. It is different. I don't feel like it did any extra hydration underneath my eyes. I feel like it looks the same, if not a little bit better, with the Laura Mercier loose powder. So I mean, it's not like it's the best thing ever. It's just something very different. It does work with dry skin. Apparently I have dry skin and it worked for me. It's not creasing. It doesn't look bad. Like I said, it just doesn't look super different. Like, it's not like a must have or anything. But yeah guys, that is pretty much it for my video. If there are any other products that you would like for me to try out, whether it's a review, a first impression, or anything new that you have your eye on, please let me know below. And that is pretty much it for today's video. I will see you in my next one. Bye.